Hey guys, welcome back to Two Fat Girls. It's me, Mandy. I'm going to do a little tag. Hair by Ash did it, and it's 25 things you didn't know about me. And like, finding 25 things is really hard, actually. I've been actually like compiling this list for like 3 days, I think, at least 3, because I watched that video like a week ago whenever she posted it. So yeah, since it's 25 things, I'm gonna try to talk really fast. So let's just started. Number 1, I'm absolutely petrified of snakes, like petrified. When I was a child, I used to have dreams about snakes being in my bed, snakes chasing me, snakes choking me. I don't like toy snakes. I don't like gummy worms. I don't like cartoon snakes. I don't like anything that has to do with a snake. One time, I'll tell you a quick little story. This little boy came in, and they had went to the Dollar Tree to like a lot of Dollar Tree is like right down from the shop where I work and cut hair, and like I guess they had taken him as like a bride, like I'll tell him to take you to Dollar Tree and then we're going to do your haircut. So he had bought like one of those little plastic toy snakes, and so I didn't realize it until he was sitting in my chair and he had this little snake and was playing with it, and it was like absolutely scaring the bejesus out of me. Like my hands were shaking and everything, and like the dad kept telling him to put it away, and like it, like the tail of it like bumped me on my leg, and it like made me sick to my stomach. And finally, like the dad ended up taking it away, and he gave it to the mom or whatever because he kept telling me, just put it under the cage, just put it under the cage. That was the worst haircut of my life. Absolute worst haircut of my life. Like right now, it makes me want to vomit. Like it makes my stomach really queasy just thinking about it. Number 2, I believe in ghosts. I just do. I like paranormal stuff. I like going ghost hunting. I like going to haunted places. I have a picture of a ghost. I've had really weird ghosty things that have happened with like both of my grandfathers. They've both passed away, and I've had really odd things that have happened with that. If you guys ever want to hear about it, just ask me, and I can try and like sneak it into another video. Maybe I can do a Halloween video about it. But I mean, like I've had stuff that has happened after both of my grandparents have died. That literally, it's made me bawl, like cry ridiculously. I went to Waverly Hills, and Waverly Hills is a tuberculosis hospital in Kentucky, and it's supposed to be one of the most haunted places in the world. It's an old TV hospital. It's empty now. They do paranormal tours. They're trying to what do you call it? Make it better. What do you call when you make it better? They're trying to rebuild it, but there's another word. I can't think of it right now. Restore it. And I've got a picture of a ghost, actually. And, like, when I came home, and, you're going through it on your camera, and you don't see it on your camera on your little screen, so I was looking at the pictures on my computer, and, like, when I seen it, my freaking stomach dropped to my feet. It scared the absolute piss out of me. And then I got my sister, and I was like, Tiffany, I was like, do you see anything in this picture? And she was like, bam, right there it is. It's a chick standing right there in the hallway. Number 3, I've always wanted to be a medium. Even as a child, I knew what a medium was because my mom likes ghosts, and we've always watched ghosty things. And I've always wanted to be a medium, and not because I want to talk to necessarily like dead people. I want to talk to like dead rock stars. That's what I want to do. I've always wanted to do that. Like in that one episode of X-Files where that guy is supposed to be like talking to dead people, and Mulder is like, well, can you conjure up Jimi Hendrix and request All Along the Watchtower? I've always wanted to do that. I'm lame, I know. Number 4, I absolutely hate nutmeg. The spice nutmeg, like the smell of it makes me want to vomit. I don't like it in anything. I don't like pumpkin flavored anything, basically because of the nutmeg. Pumpkin pie always smells really good until I taste it, and then I can taste that nutmeg in it. If a recipe calls for nutmeg, I won't put it in there. I bought a Scentsy bar the other day. Scentsy bars are those little wax things that you melt, and it's just like a candle. It was French toast, and I burned it. It smelled straight up like nutmeg. I had to dump it out, and I wasted my money on it because I'm never going to burn it again, and I burned it in my room. So when I went to bed that night, I kept waking up like every hour, and I could smell it, and my belly was hurting, and it was just awful. And I had to air my room out the next day because it was giving me a headache. It was so strong. It was gross. Yuck. Number 5, I don't go to church. I don't know that that's even really important in this channel or, whatever, but I don't go to church. I do believe in God. I don't believe in organized religion. I've been to church. I used to go to Bible study every year. I've been baptized. I believe in God wholeheartedly. I don't believe in organized religion. I don't like going somewhere and having someone preach at me and telling me what I believe is wrong, what I do is wrong, when God's not supposed to judge. So, the end. Number 6, I have more friends online than I do in real life, just like everybody Ash said, but I'm pretty sure everybody has more friends online than they do in real life. Which brings me to number 7. My best friends. The good thing about me is when I find a friend that I really like, or I find a person that I really like, I will keep in contact with you forever, because, my 3 best friends, Tiffany is my best friend, but my BFFs, I have 3 of them. I have seriously known them since elementary school. We have gone to school together all our lives. I did move away, and I went to Louisiana for a year, and my friend Jessica, we cried. It was ridiculous, and I was in the 5th grade. I think it was the 5th grade when I left Kentucky. And, to this day, we still hang out. The Halloween party that I do with the kids every year, Jessica, she's the one that does it with me every year. And my bestest friend, Heather, I've known her since 2nd grade. You guys aren't getting rid of me. Let me see. Number 8, I don't have a boyfriend. I would like a boyfriend. I don't know that I want to get married. I guess we would just live in sin forever. But I'm not sure that I really, really want to get married. Weddings are hectic, and my parents, all of our family has gotten, we're from California, all of our family has gotten married in Las Vegas. I told Tiffany, you're breaking tradition by having a traditional wedding and not going to Vegas. So if I do get married, I would probably go to the courthouse, or I would go to Vegas. Vegas sounds more fun. I want to get married by Elvis. That would be so sweet. Number 9, I'm also pretty positive that I don't want children. I love babies. Babies are great. But I have Bug, and sometimes I think, well, if I had a baby, am I going to compare them to Bug so much? You know what I mean? Because, Bug is my baby, even though she's my sister. I know we've discussed this before, but Bug is my baby. She's mine. The end. So, yeah, children are iffy in Mandy's future of ever. So, number 10, I've touched on this before in other videos, if you've ever watched my videos. I'm a very anxious person, and I'm really weirded out by people looking at me, which is weird when I do this, and I put this on YouTube, but I don't like walking into big crowds of people, and usually if I'm invited to parties, I like to get there first. I like to be early. That way I don't have to walk into a room full of people looking at me, because I always feel like people are judging me. I don't eat at restaurants. I don't really like to. And when I do, I like to eat at them really late at night, because that's when they're closing down and there's not that many people there. I don't like to go to big parties. Like I said, I just don't like to walk into a room with a lot of people. And you know what, honestly, those people probably don't even give 2 shits about me, and they're not even looking at me, but in my mind, they're all judging me. And then I think, okay, what does my hair look like? What does my makeup look like? Do my shoes look dirty? Are my pants wrinkled? How fat do I look in this shirt right now? I think about all that stuff, and then I don't have a good time. I can't enjoy it. Number 11, as a child, I had a lot of dental work done, which is why I hate dentists. I've probably had 4 or 5 retainers. I've had headgear. I've had rubber bands. Right now I have a permanent retainer in my mouth that doesn't come out, because I was supposed to get braces, but they said my teeth weren't strong enough because the roots on my teeth were really short and ghetto and lame and barely holding my teeth in. So they put a permanent retainer underneath my 4 front teeth, and they said my teeth wouldn't last me through my 20s. I'm 30, they've lasted. And but that retainer, that permanent bar underneath my mouth, underneath my teeth, is because they said if I ever got hit in the mouth hard enough, my front teeth would fall out. So, but they look pretty good. They got them pretty straight. I had horrible, horrible buck teeth as a child. Bad buck teeth. Number 13. This was really weird. Some of this stuff I'm iffy about telling you guys, because I don't want you guys to think I'm fake, because I'm totally not fake. But I am really bad about holding a grudge. I will forgive you. It doesn't take me very long to forgive you, honestly. But I don't ever forget what happened, and that grudge will always be there. Not like that movie. I'm not gonna get all crazy and die and come back and try and kill people. But I do hold a grudge, and that's something that I really have to work on. Because I can remember stuff that happened to me in school, and if I see those people on the street, I'm going to be nice to you, but in my mind, I'm like, I remember what you did, you bitch. So it's just kind of that thing. So, yeah, I'm bad about holding grudges. Number 14, I have a pretend British boyfriend because of a client at work. That is a long story, but she was always like meeting people online, and she was always trying to hook me up with people or tell me to go online. And I finally just told her I had a British boyfriend, and that we talked to each other through Facebook and Skype and all this other shit, and I was totally lying out of my butt. And so this last time she came in, she asked me about him, and I told her we broke up because like it was really hard to keep up with all the lies I was having to tell her about my British boyfriend. And so I told her that we broke up. But now I'm thinking that might have been a bad idea because in this last time she's like, well, have you been talking to anybody else? I'm like, oh, we might have to be getting back together because that lady who I had to lie about, she was asking me, like if I was talking to anybody else or whatever. So instead of trying to make somebody else up, I'll probably just be like, oh, we're talking again. So I might be getting back together with my pretend British boyfriend, in case y'all are wondering. Let's see what else. Number 15. This is another one of those things that I don't like to tell very many people because I don't want people to think I'm fake. Because I'm so not fake. I'm just really, really polite, and I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. So number 15 is like, I am totally awesome at being nice, even if I hate your guts. I can be so nice to your face, and in my head, I am thinking the worst things that I want to say to you, but I don't. Because, like, there's clients that come in that just annoy the absolute hell out of me. They're, like, extra picky, or they're rude, or they're just straight up douchebags, and you can do, like, everything to make them happy, and they're still not going to be happy because sometimes there are just people in the world that you will not please, and that is something that you have to learn when you work with the public. Some people just aren't going to be happy because they're not happy themselves. There's nothing you can do that's going to make them happy. Love that song. Love it, love it, love it. Anyway, so one of the girls that I work with, like this guy came in and like he requests me all the time, and I can't freaking stand him. I can't stand him. And it takes me like 30 minutes to cut his hair because he's picky as hell, and I mean it's just perfect, but he's like, oh, well, this looks a little crooked, or can you make this a little shorter, or this is a little bit longer than you did it last time, or blah, 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 blah. Ugh. Anyway, and so he left, and I was telling her, I'm like, he gets on my damn nerves. I'm like, if I could run when I see him coming in, I would. There's some people that I don't want to cut their hair so bad. I want to just, like, slam my hand in the door and be like, oh, look, I just broke all my fingers. I can't cut your hair today. And she's like, well, you would never know it because you're so nice to everybody. And you know what? That's something you got to do when you work with the public. You got to be nice to everybody. Sometimes I'm, more nice to other people than I am to, somebody else. But still, I am awesome at being nice. Like, if they were giving away awards for, like, person who makes being nice the best, it would be me. Yeah. But don't think that I don't like you guys, because I do, because you guys haven't done anything to annoy me. And you have to really, really, really annoy me before I can really get mad at you. Number 16. Oh, that kind of leads into this. If you really, really annoy me, or if, like, you piss me off, like, you can make me mad, and I'll get over it. But if you do something that is going to piss me off so bad, and this has only happened a handful of times in my life, if you piss me off to the point that I start crying, you need to run, because shit's about to get real. Seriously. If you make me so mad that I'm going to cry, that's it. I mean, you have to make me really mad before I'll cry, because most of the times I'll just get pissed off, and like my face will get red or whatever. But if I get extremely mad, I will freaking cry, and then, yeah, you need to leave after that. Let's see. Number 17. I am a concert junkie. I do Mandy's Music Monday on here. I haven't done Mandy's Music Monday in a while. I'm sorry. I'll get back to it, I promise. I have one planned already. I actually have a bunch of them planned. I've just never done them. I have them all written down. I have all kinds of ideas for Mandy's Music Monday, and then I get distractificated with other stuff, and I don't do it. So, anyway, like, I will go see anybody play. Like, I love just going to concerts. Like, I will try any music at least once. What's it going to hurt to try and listen to something? I will say, like, one time, I've seen a lot of concerts. I've seen a lot of people. And there was only one time, like, I literally fell asleep at a concert once, and it was John Mayer. And not that John Mayer is bad. He's excellent. but I had worked that day and I was so tired, and his music was just so freaking mellow, and he had the longest jam sessions in the world, and I was just like, and then I was out, and then my friend had to wake me up. But yeah, I love concerts. I will go see anybody. Free ones are the best. I don't like to do outdoor concerts very often, especially if they're outdoor and general admission. Those suck. But if it's somebody I really, really want to see, I'll do it. You know, I've done it plenty of times. I don't prefer them. I prefer to have a seat inside in the air conditioning. That's just the way I am. This is one that, like, I really haven't told anybody other than maybe, like, Tiffany. This is, like, it's not a big deal. It's just kind of embarrassing. But, like, way back in the day, I wrote a lot of emo poetry. Like, a lot of emo poetry. Like, I have probably 3 notebooks full of really horrible, sappy teenage poetry. And some of it, I'm pretty sure, like, I've gone through and I've read some of it. And I'm pretty sure some of it I ripped off from Stevie Nicks. Like, one of them I know I straight up ripped off from Sarah. You know, the song Sarah by Fleetwood Mac, yeah. I totally just jacked that song and changed it and called it emo poetry. Yeah, that's crazy. That's embarrassing. I can't believe I just told the internet I used to write bad emo poetry, but I did. Let's see. Number 19, I got bit by a dog as a child, so I don't really think you can tell because I've got makeup on, but I've got a scar underneath this eye. It's like right there. And if I don't have any makeup on, it's like a little indention. It almost looks like a wrinkle right here because it's right in that little round part of the eye. And the weird thing is like Bud, when she was about the same age, she was maybe 2. She got bit by a dog too, in the exact same eye. So Bud has a scar right here, and well, when the dog bit her, it got her like this. So she's got a scar right here, and she's got a little scar on her nose, and she's got a little scar underneath her chin. But I mean, that just goes to show that, like, I could never have a baby any more like me than Bud, and I mean that's just the truth. Let's see what else. I told you scar, so there you go. Number 20, I have 5 tattoos, and I'm sure I know you guys have never seen them. You may have seen this one every once in a while, but I have 5 tattoos. I want to get so many more. Like, I have a David Gray tattoo plan that could be amazing. But I have this one. This one has been worked on 3 times, and I still hate it. And the thing that sucks about it is the fact that I hate it, and this is the one that is the most visible. Like, everybody asks me about it, and I get, like, so embarrassed to show people. But I have 5 tattoos. 2 of them are Goo Goo Dolls related. There's the one on my wrist. I have one that covers the top of my foot. I have 2 on the right ankle, and I have 1 on the left ankle, and then I have a tattoo back here on the back of my neck. And the one on my foot is Goo Goo Dolls related, and the one on the back of my neck is Goo Goo Dolls related. The one on my neck says Angels Fall Without You There, and it's got my grandpa's on there. Number 21. I have a very obsessive personality. I obsess about things very, very easily, and it's usually like music, TV shows, actors, books. Like, if I find a favorite author, I immediately need to read all their books, and I need to read them in 2 days. That's it. I need to read them in 2 days. If I find an artist that I like my very first rock concert was the Goo Goo Dolls, which leads me to being such a massive Goo Goo Dolls fan because I had so much fun. It was when Dizzy Up the Girl first came out that I immediately left that concert, and I needed every freaking album they ever made. I needed all the soundtracks. I needed all the bootlegs. I needed it all, and I needed it before I went to that concert. I'm a huge X-Files fan. I have all kinds of X-Files stuff. It's ridiculous. And like right now, I'm really, like, the TV show I'm really obsessed with right now is Doctor Who. Like, it's insane. I'm obsessed with Doctor Who. And but that's just the way it goes. And you know, sometimes it'll go away. Sometimes I'll find something and I'll obsess with it for like just months, and then all of a sudden it just stops, and I'll never think about it again. And then there's the ones that last for a long time, and it's usually music related. The ones that last a really long time, like Bowie and Goo and Stevie Nicks, Fleetwood Mac. Those are my top ones. And you know, I have my weeks where I'll just listen to them nonstop and I won't listen to anything else. And like right now, it's Goo Goo Dolls. Like, I don't know why. I just picked it up one day, and I'm like, I haven't listened to them in forever. I love them, and I miss them, and I've been listening to them for like an entire month. So, yeah, I get really obsessed easily. Number 22, I have really bad back issues. I've touched on this before, but that was the biggest reason I started this channel, was to lose weight for my back, and my back feels amazing. The one, like, lingering thing that I do have that has left, you know, from my back is my left leg, the whole left side is numb. I can't feel it, so I can never wear heels again. I have to wear flat shoes because sometimes when I walk, like the foot doesn't land flat or it doesn't land like it's supposed to, so I fall a lot. You know, like people laugh and it's funny, ha ha ha, but seriously, the whole left side of my leg is numb. I can't feel like 4 of my little toes. I can't feel the whole left side of my foot. So if I step down wrong and I don't know I stepped down wrong and I keep walking, I'm going to bust my face and it sucks. Number 23. I was going to change this one, but now I forgot what I was going to change it to, because I don't know if I want to tell you this. No, I'm not going to tell you that. Let me think. Let me get something over there. Oh, I had like this really weird fetish. I had like this really weird thing when I was in high school that I did not want to mix my trash with other people. Like there was this girl, she was always really nice at our lunch table, and she would always like take our trash and throw it away. But I'm like, don't put my trash in somebody else's trash. Like it was okay to put it in a trash can, but don't put my trash on top of somebody else's trash, or don't put my trash in somebody else's trash. Like it just, I couldn't handle it. I didn't want my stuff mixing with other people's stuff. Is that weird? And it, like, I don't know why. It was just like, that's my trash. That's not their trash. Don't mix it together. Like, I have absolutely no problem with it now, but it's weird. And another thing that was weird when I went to school was like when my mom would write me a check for lunch, I didn't want to give it to the lunch lady because it's like, my mom gave you that. I don't want to give it to you. Weirdness, huh? Let's see. Number 24. I absolutely despise the color orange. I can't stand it. I don't like it in clothes. I don't like it in polish. I don't like it in hair bows. I don't like it in makeup. I don't like it in nothing. I don't like it in nothing. I don't like orange. I think orange is the worst color ever. And when I was in high school, orange was really popular. Only it was that orange that was like the cones in the road. It was bright orange like that, and everybody had orange T-shirts and like orange shoes. And I had a dream one time when I was in high school that like I was trying to get ready for school, and I opened up my closet and all my clothes were orange, and my mom was like, "Mandy, you need to go to school. You need to go right now. You're gonna be late." And I'm like, "I can't go to school. I don't have anything to wear." And she's like, "You have a closet full of clothes." I'm like, "But they're all orange. I can't wear them." And that's weird, like certain dreams that like you remember, but I absolutely hate orange. Hate it, hate it, hate it. I'm hating my bangs right now too. And the last one is kind of lame. Like I couldn't think of anything else. But I cut hair. I'm a cosmetologist, so whenever I go anywhere, I stare at people's hair, and like it bothers me. Like sometimes I wish, especially oh my goodness, okay, especially like at Walmart. Like I wish I could just take my shears to Walmart with me and just like fix people, because like one time I was at obviously Walmart, and I was at Walmart and I was like shopping behind this lady, and she seriously had hair down to the back of her knees. But from about her bra strap down, it was just thin hair that was gross and straggly, and you could see through it, and it wasn't like thick, healthy hair. Like if she would have just cut that stuff off, her hair would have looked gorgeous. Gorgeous. But I can't help it. You really can't judge people by their hair because you don't know what kind of person they are. Their hair is absolutely nothing, you know. But still, I look at everybody's hair. Everybody's hair. And then like my friend, she always tells me, she's like, I always know when I'm having a bad hair day because whenever I try to talk to you, you don't look at me, you look at my hair. You know, I've had people tell me, especially my friends, you know, like when I see something odd about their hair, they're like, stop looking at my hair. I can't help it. My eye is drawn right there. So okay, I'm done now because this is probably run like 1,009 minutes long. So if you've made it through all of this, thank you. And I will put little easy number thingies down there so you can like skip around. So all right, bye guys, thanks for watching.